Yeah. Oh. And they're not even cool speeches like, "May the righteous fire of our justice rain upon them and glass the fraternity." You know, it's nothing cool. It's like, we're doing this for a reasonable reason. We're gonna protect. Like, come on, man. I want some, like. Bro, see, that's what I'm saying. I want Warhammer speeches before some shit happens. You know what I mean? Like, I want something straight out of like Warhammer codexes. Whenever we've made a new armed forces called the World Eaters. Excuse me, and we will be deploying them via jetpack from the sky with an orbital strike following. Like, that's what I want to see, man. 4chan is the most cesspool of the cesspools of the internet. Yeah. I will say though I will say that the Reddit pink pill thing is so true. There are 4chan users who make it their life's mission to pink pill the youth, and they should astral strikes should be done on all of those people ruining our children. 4chan, dude, they've accomplished so much that they can't be ignored. But they're like the Chaos faction off in Warhammer, where there's just no semblances of a unit. No, I'm telling you. The 4chan is, they are just built different. If there's the Redditors, there's the Discord users, but brother, the 4chan users will always be at the top of that list of people who are unreasonably powerful and heard. Dude, there was a guy who was like, I remember him making a Discord, and in this Discord, it was like a factory of turning young boys into cis women, and like the steps and levels of mental conditioning and breaking down, you don't just inherently have that ability. There's something that you were taught of how to reprogram people. It is fucking crazy. Yeah. See, I use Reddit for debaucherous reasons, and I'm okay with that. Sometimes I'm obviously subscribed to the Arc Raider sub page and like, a couple of other little pages that I think are, my little hobbies or whatever. But holy shit, man, the navigation is can be jarring, and also so many people. I'm so not necessarily for people having a lot of opinions. And Jesus Christ, does every single person on Reddit have an opinion that is factual? I used to be kind of famous on the r/waxpin subreddit because I would obviously buy any device that I thought was cool to smoke out of, and then I proceed to make clips and videos of me smoking on, you know, like on Reddit, and I got a really big YouTube because of it. The only reason I'm not doing that right now is because obviously, YouTube no likey smoky. Uh, dude, yeah. Now they made it to where it's like on for subreddits on Reddit. If it's something like smoking or some other crazy shit, you're not supposed to be able to like post videos, I guess, which instantly snuffed anything that I was trying to do. And I wasn't gonna keep just sitting there for hours of my day responding to every single comment that asked a question about the settings for a device, right? But it's crazy because there are some very questionable debaucherous subreddits that exist. And it's like, I'm not even sure this is legal, much less that you're recording this happening and it's got a whole subreddit behind it. Yeah, like brother, straight up. I don't think I've been on 4chan, and I think the only time I've been on 4chan is whenever I was like really young, and I was like 4chan is a place where people like say shit and hang out. I just could not navigate that. Like, update the goddamn forums, please. and right, and don't get me wrong, like, being on Reddit, there's subreddits called like shoes still on, shoes off, which is essentially somebody getting murked on screen, but their shoes either come off or stay on. You know, like, dude, holy crap! I don't know who the moderators are for all of these subreddits, but they should be placed under high scrutiny, extremely high scrutiny. There was dude, there was a footage. Yeah, there was like a clip of like this cartel people, and they had like some kid or something. I guess he did something to piss them off, and they like cut off his nose, and like he was unidentifiable, and to the point where he didn't even have a hand, right? And like yeah, they were choking him or something, and you could just see with horror his like non hand, like his arm was just trying to reach to it to stop it, but it was like he had phantom syndrome where he couldn't realize he didn't have hand, and I was like, mentally scarred for the rest of my life. I am. Good job, internet. Yeah. Yeah, I got into a Ukraine Russia server on Telegram through Reddit one day. Dude. and and Telegram, I remember like every day whenever the whole conflict started, I was like, I'm just gonna pop my head in every day and see how things are going, and like there's just no filter, no. You know how like you see something and it's just so unbridledly like raw that you're just like, something about this is wrong. Everything was so raw and so like messy that I was just like, brother, people say war is a battlefield and that terrible things happen in war, but for civilians like me to be able to see this puts it in a whole different aspect of what's going on. Yeah. dude. I remember I remember everything being somewhat okay. Like I was digesting fine, and like my girlfriend at the time was like, "You got to stop watching this. You need to stop going on Reddit and looking at these gore Reddits." And I was like, "You just don't understand. Sometimes whenever you're off in the mood like this, you just gotta consume." And then I started seeing like the civilian end of it, like what people were doing to civilians. I was like, I think I need to take a stand against this now. I was like, wait a second, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. He had nothing to do with this. uh, I love the raw internet though. Like I'll admit, like for instance, whenever that one dude in crypto was like, "Yo, guys, watch me eat lead," I was like, "Gotta see it." You know, like I gotta consume this. But holy shit, I I'm telling you, I'm a consumer. I will completely consume that shit, and like to me it's like mental practice of fortitude. Like you never know what you're going to be seeing one day. You don't want to freeze up because you haven't been like you haven't been, shown this stuff. And then, I see what the world really is. Like what humanity would be without the concept of societal norms and anything. And I remind myself that could be me doing these things. The only thing keeping me in check is the fact that jail is a concept in my region. Like, I worked with a couple. I worked with the girl that I dated recently. She was my manager. Yeah, but like, whenever I was like talking to her at my job, she was like, during if there was ever an apocalypse or a situation where all the chips are down, I'm gonna be fine because I'm a woman and like somebody will always need, I could always use sex as my way to like navigate or to barter. And I was like, you're wrong. And then she was like, oh, so you're saying that if we're off in an apocalypse situation, you wouldn't like let me join you and like you wouldn't just be okay with these little caveats I can give you. And I was like, why would I do that whenever I can either force you to do that or kill and eat you to survive? Like, you're not thinking the way that I'm thinking. Like, if the chips are down, there is nothing keeping me from being relatively nice to you. I am the way I am because of this society. You're a whole nother mouth to feed, G. Like, and you're not a man who can, like, fight or anything. I'm gonna have to hear, help! No. No. I'm not turning around. I'm sorry. She likes to eat 2 times a day, guys. Okay, peace. Yeah, like, and I feel like I've I've heard, like, we have friends who are off in the military and stuff, and they tell us the good stuff. But I actually had, once again, looping back to that friend Sam, he had a lot of problems, buddy. But, dude, the things that he told me that he did while he was over and actually fighting, and the innocent blood that he has on his hand, I was just like, and I couldn't judge him. I couldn't judge him because I told him, and I repeat, if I was in your same situation, surrounded by a band of my brothers, and I was having this power trip with this piece of metal in my arm that could instantly decimate a man, I might have done the same things. I can't fault you for that. But you. Yeah. Yeah. He is literally walking at you with a grenade unpinned right now. Yeah. I remember in high school, me and a bunch of my closest friends were like, they were all taking the military test and all this stuff, and they were like, we're gonna be Marines and stuff, and then they were like, it'd be great if we could all be mercenaries and we just work for whoever's paying the most. And I remember the mindset that was so freshly there. Like, we were okay with doing whatever we were told to do as long as we knew that we are gonna be financially sound. Yeah, Fallout had a really good quote. Fallout had a great quote that was like, in the stories that I tell, I always tell them about the one man that I saved, but I never tell them about the three men that I had to kill to save that man. And I was like, that part, that is something that a real person who has seen war and tribulations can only like understand and come to concept with. You know what I mean? Having to leave a man's head in with a shovel. Yeah. Do I at least get vodka? Yeah, I saw a clip on the internet recently of a bunch of soldiers off in a Humvee. There was like four of them, but they're off in the Humvee or whatever. And one of the dudes was like, "Yeah, dude, I got his wallet and I got this. I think it's a Makarov." Yeah. Yeah, I was like, bro, normal people can't come to the concept with how funny and wrong this is. It's like whenever EMS workers are like laughing as they're like trying to like put a dead corpse into a bag or something and talking about what they're gonna eat later today. That's just so far removed. I feel like, yeah, if it was put on the list that what we're gonna do with you if you join the army is pump you full of steroids and then proceed to like give you just drugs that will make it easier for you to deal, I think I would have ended up enlisting and just been like, I will be the most roided out psychonaut that the world will ever see. I will claim nations for the glory of America. Yeah. Hey, you can have the shotgun on the ground. I just dropped it for you. I even put a stock on it. Oh, here, you'll need some of these. Thanks for being cool, man. Bro. Yeah. Overall, well, technically, your people come back and you're not fighting on a full offensive anymore. Well, yeah, but that's the problem is whenever you decide to stop in something that needs to have constant attrition in order to continue the idea of winning, it wasn't as flawless as a victory as anything else was that we've done, you know? And the people definitely didn't come back okay. And hell, most of the citizens spat on those dudes. I'm friendly. I'm just fighting this arc. Be careful. There's ticks everywhere. Bro, one time I was helping some people kill Ark, and a dude walked up behind me with a Beretta 3 and put a bullet in my head. I never felt so bad in my life. Yeah, I'm just getting moss and stuff, so whenever I play with my friend, I can make defibs. Oh, cool. Thank you. Tell me about it. Yeah. Watch out behind you. You want to know something crazy? I'm actually playing without a mouse right now. I'm playing with the drawing tablet and a keyboard. Yeah. So I hover over the drawing tablet to like move my camera and aim, and then I tap the tablet to shoot. It's kind of fun. I think I'm gonna make this my new thing. Yeah. Oh, dude, tell me about it. If you see trees that are knocked over on the ground, they usually might have something on them. Oh, hey, there's another person somewhere around here. Yo, he's got moves. Heard that. Nightmare fuel. I'll see you around, dude. Have a good one. Dude, that Black Mirror episode where like the soldiers are fighting these weird creatures, and then like his retina display starts messing up, and you realize that they're just gunning down normal human beings. That is what I see war actually. Yeah, because like it would be just too easy to enlist people. Yeah, just don't worry, they're not real. they're, they're just demons. Hell spawn. you, you just your like auxiliary starts messing up and you just hear please god no, you're like whoa, was that English? Whoa, whoa, boss don't, hey, shh. It's gonna be okay. Yeah. Yes. And imagine if they hooked it up to Discord to monitor. Just imagine they hook it up to like Discord to monitor how you act. Just, dude, social credits just dropping. You have one PewDiePie moment and everything drops. let, let me explain. Yep. Yeah, and it's like all different times of history and stuff for people to choose. The one with the kid, the one with the kid that has to go and like rob a bank and stuff, because that one was like, brother, what a journey, what an adventure that episode was. Because at first I was like, who's doing this to this poor child? This is awful. And then, like, at the end, like, the dude trolls him and still releases everything, even though he did everything to the T. Yeah. Yeah, you recorded me jerking it? I'm fine with that. And then you hear his mom at the end of it, like, they're kids. I'm like, oh, yep, he deserves it. That guy deserves it. You were eyeing up the girl at work, and you still resort to this? Yeah. Or the episode that fills me with dread is the one where like you can see, like you can replay your old memories through your eyes and stuff, and even like show other people your memories. I wanted to murder his wife for him. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, yeah. You know, there's a small, tiny part of me that hopes that the future entails us happening to get to the point of so much bliss and wonderment because we're thriving and we're indulging in excess so much, and then all of a sudden, because we're enjoying ourselves too much, primordial gods are born into the world that warp and change people's construct of reality and physical augmentation. And I'd be like, that world, while horrifying it would be to live in, would be peak. Look, I just really been consuming a lot of Warhammer lately, and I crave to be put in a world where I can go and have genetic augmentation done to my genes. So I come out like buffer, stronger, multiple organs and like stuff, and then some dude's like, "Hey, you happen to like pass our army's like rhetoric and everything. It's time to get you a chainsaw axe and some power armor." And I'd be like, "Oh boy, point me at him, Captain." Just make sure the gene splicing is good to take out my like fear. No, Warhammer is just such a good series and lore. Everything about Warhammer is just so great. There's almost no good guys. Everybody's constantly fighting, and nobody's army is perfect enough to actually seize control. Like, that shit. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying, like, don't get me wrong, war is a tragic and terrible thing when people are subjugated to it, but I would at least hope that war becomes super fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Give me a battalion with, like, the name, like, you're good, bud. I just got hit by a pop. But, I want to live in a world that's, like, I don't know, man. There's something about the brotherhood of each people and like each of their chapters and factions and the things that they've seen or had to deal with and like still the mankind spirit just shines so damn bright. We're fighting Tyranids, fucking chaotic demons that get telerifted throughout the galaxy, orcs that come out of the ground and multiply en masse. Like, brother, our world is so lame. Oh, and you know the moment that there's alien, like, man, that'd be so radical. And you know they'd be like, if you join my army, I will give you nothing but great power and strength. And then you join them, and all of a sudden you become an amalgamation of fucking death. Oh, brother. Yeah, we will single-handedly mutate you to be able to, like, you know, be identified as one of us. Where do I sign? No, no, you don't understand. You're not gonna be the same as whenever you left. Yeah, I heard you the first time. Gene, splice me up, homie. But we'll probably never get something super cool except for just really bad dudes. Yeah. That's wild. Hey man, I looted some stuff, but you want an Osprey? Mm-hmm. You know, I don't talk about this a lot, but whenever I was a kid, I was raised very religious. And the things that I was being told in church about how we were going to identify the Antichrist made me feel like I might be the Antichrist. And all the mental issues that I had as a kid, all the things I would hear and I would think, I thought, yeah, I'm probably being plagued by either a demon or God hates me. And I hope to never do that to my child. Like, if only I could have been raised, like, if only my brainstem wasn't plagued with terrible, like, lottery. Yeah, actually, I told my, what's it called, yeah, I told my shrink, well, I told my, psychologist, she was like, well, he was like, so, do you, you know, you go to church or anything, or like, and I was like, don't get me wrong, like I've got faith, but I don't do the whole church thing because like the way that my brain synapses are right now, like I I just can't necessarily be trusted. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if I'm hearing things or if there's a chemical imbalance. Like, man, the things that we do to our youth without knowing it, right? I'm not gonna press the button until you're inside, dude. I'm not gonna leave you. Keep crawling. Come on. You're gonna make it. Don't you dare die on me. I'll come out there and stabilize you. God damn it. You made it. Alright, you're good. We're good. We're gonna make it. Fuck yeah. I saw that dude get knocked down by a Rocketeer and I was like, I can't let this man die. He's already been crawling on the ground for so long. If he gets toasted right before he gets out, he's gonna break a monitor and I can't put him in that situation. Uh, hmm. I low-key don't even know what I should work on next in Arc Raiders. I'm in such a precarious spot. Should probably take my dog outside though. That's for certain. Yeah. Wait a second. I gotta drop a clip for y'all then. I gotta find it real quick. Zoinks. That's what it is. Damn it. What's his real... I need to find the full clip because, like, there's a girl that he's, like, talking to, and it is the most hilarious Shaggy representation I've ever seen in my life. Zoinks, but higher quality. Oh, fuck. I guess his name's Jackie Wacky. Let me search that. Jackie Wacky Zoinks Shaggy. I gotta find the full clip because it is pure cinema. Yes, rejected Velma plot. Okay, here we go. Let me. Yeah, alright. I got it. I got the clip. And we're ready. Alright. Entire screen. Share screen. Okay. Alright. So you clearly see the plot here, right? No, it gets so much better the longer it goes. Oh, he's got the legwork. Where is it at? I'm trying to get with you. I need to see him do the zoinks. Yeah, I think it's coming. I don't know what reality this came from, but I love it. No, damn it. He doesn't do the zoinks. I need to show y'all the zoinks. Here. There's a point where she turns around and he sees nothing but cheeks, and this is the response. How does he do that with his legs? How does he have that kind of coordination? And all you can hear is him screaming, "Zoinks! Zoinks!" I don't know how it showed up in my feed, but one day I got recommended this clip. And brother, I was dying for an hour straight. I watched the clip at least like 20 times back to back. Oh shit. Also, if I ever run into a Velma that looks like that, I'm instantly cuffing her and giving her children. Immediately. I mean, someone's gonna be poking holes in something. I mean, we're gonna have to figure out something. She can't be returned to the streets, okay, Twinkie? It's not safe out there for her. Quick, follow her home. Everybody in all of my raids have been really friendly. No, I was just saying everybody off in the games I jump into are they're so friendly and cheerful and happy that I don't want to put a bullet in the back of their head because I'd feel so bad about it. Like one dude was like, "I'm just looking for mushrooms, dude. I'm just looking for mushrooms." I was like, yeah, I mean, they're not the easiest to find. And I like pulled out my gun and I was like, no, don't of mice and men this guy. He just wants to play. And then he told me a story about how some dude told him that he was gonna help him out and then proceeded to gun him down in cold blood. I was like, you almost got murked again, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you're on death's door. You just didn't know it. See, that's how I like to. I'm okay with playing that way whenever I have a friend or so because if you're in solo, what you do in solo kind of decides what kind of gameplay that you're gonna end up getting into. Like if I start shooting people, they'll just put me in hot maps with other people equally as bloodthirsty. But whenever I'm with a teammate, usually like we'll run into maybe like 3 or 4 guys that are like pretty chill. But then we'll run into a building and then like 2 people just start shooting at us for no reason. We just lay down the law and then we act like we're the police, man. We patrol and murder everybody who starts a gunfight and resolve it equally fast. I actually was in a raid and me and the guy were talking, shooting the shit. And I was like, yeah, I'm chill. I'm just trying to loot this area and move on to the next. And then some dude walks down the stairs, just as the guy says, don't worry, I won't shoot, and started blasting me. So I rolled into a room, and I heard the dude yell, why the fuck would you do that? Pulls out gun, bow, 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 bow. I walk outside the door, and the dude is on the ground dead. He's like, hey, I saw him shooting at you. I didn't see you shoot, so, had to take care of the problem. I was like, this guy has way too much weaponry on him to fight. He was like, I'll actually be your private escort for the rest of the game. What? Okay. So I had a bodyguard the whole entire round. He just followed me around, making sure I was safe while I looted. Yeah, there's some wholesome moments, man. There's some real wholesome moments. I think they're gonna add a new robot enemy pretty soon, though. I'm actually not excited for that. I don't want more robots to have to deal with. Holy shit, I haven't played a music-based game in months. No Clone Hero, no Osu. Huh. What's wrong with it? Ah. I've got a. I've got these Razer Krakens, and they give pretty great sound quality, and nobody ever complains about the mic. But there's something about using this small little soundboard, a Yeti Orb mic, and some Apple AirPod, some Apple Generation One headphones that give me the real feeling of being free. Stop. Yeah, I had I bought the Razer Kraken headset, and I was like, yeah, I'm probably never gonna use another headset again. And it has a bunch of these dumps, like, and bear in mind, I thought this was kind of cool at first whenever I was buying it, but now I've got buyer's remorse of it. And there's lights on the side of the headset that light up the Razer icon. And yeah, if something happens on stream, people can sometimes use commands, or it's supposed to be able to sync to stream to match the mood of like what's going on. And like, I've never used it once. Never used it once. It's supposed to have some kind of other thing, like, I don't know what they call it, but it's like immersive surround sound, Turtle Beach type shit. I don't know if that ever works. Yeah. Yeah. I only like the RGBs on my computer because at night, whenever I turn off the game, well, whenever I turn off the lights, it gives me some kind of homey type feel. And also, that's the only way I notice when one of these fans aren't spinning. For some reason, my brain can tell whenever it's not spinning when the lights are on, but not whenever the lights are off, which is stupid. But I'm not the biggest fan of RGB anything anymore. Plus, let's be honest, keyboard companies, mouse companies, they're like, oh, we even tablets. Some tablets are like, we have RGB. The only thing that I would like to add to my goddamn tablet is a scroll wheel for zooming in and out of shit. That's as far as I feel like we should really be pushing anything, you know? Whenever it's just like cosmetics that make it a gaming thing, I just get so turned off by it. We like rainbows here, brother. Yeah, I definitely feel like the whole RGB thing has kind of just lost its plot. And it synced to my heartbeat. Yeah, I was You okay up there? Do you need any bandages? Stay strong, soldier. Uh, if I find any, I'll definitely donate. I think I have like 114 back in my inventory. Yeah, my other keyboard, the one that I switched to, the mini keyboard, it has a bunch of RGB lights and I can customize it, and that's really cool and everything. Um, and even when I use my mouse, I can like sync it or whatever, and that's great. But like, I don't. Um, I'm using the MSI keyboard now again, the full size one, and it's just red, and it's not even bright red. It's just like dark red crimson. This is a lot. Makes more sense. Also, the right control on my keyboard for the mini keyboard, it's starting to stick. And since it's not hot swappable switches, it's just membrane. I can't change anything. I can't find the solution, so kind of pissed me off. Dramatically. Yeah, like I thought about getting a TMR keyboard, and then I was like, for who? For what? You're gonna end up pressing, like brushing a finger against the key. It's gonna be super sensitive, and you're gonna instantly start doing a like command. Oh well, there's that. But it's also like, is playing on a regular keyboard not enough for me? Like, I just really have to take a look and stand back. Yeah. And then Twinkie, you have me, people like me who use these. Well, some have full keyboards that are like this, but I have a little keyboard that only has three keys on it, and I can literally brush a finger up against one of these keys. Well, all right, I can slightly apply pressure, and I can literally see on the screen on the keyboard how much like pressure I'm putting on it. Doesn't matter. I can change the settings to literally cue that key whether I brush the fingertip or I mash that bitch down. It is super sensitive. Um, yeah. Rapid trigger, yeah. Yeah, as somebody who has a little rapid trigger setup, uh, I use it very sparingly. You know, like, I mean, whenever I play Osu, obviously I need it to be able to register that sensitivity every microsecond that I'm like slightly pressing it. Cause yeah, like who the hell is using? Yeah, who's doing that? rotation. Dude, I'm willing to argue. I'm willing to argue that you would have to be playing a new simulation version of Beyblade in order for that mouse to really pay for itself. You know what I mean? Like, there's, I just don't see. I don't see the pragmaticness of it. I don't see the justification of like. It's just like going to your friend's house. He's like, "You want to see something cool?" Starts doing donuts with his mouse, and you just see a screen freaking the fuck out. Yeah, fucking start having chairs that move with your camera movement. Yeah, and like I'm cool for the new advancement of stuff, but like for instance, I was looking at tablets earlier today, and like there's drawing tablets that are like mine, very simple, cheap, you know, they're very compact and made to do small stupid shit, right? And then you got like 21-inch tablets with LCD screens built into it. And I get the, you know, the reason behind it. If you're drawing, it would help to see what you're drawing on your tablet. But I witnessed a man playing video games with this drawing tablet, and he just set the background as like uh the dragon Pokemon that's orange that looks very happy go lucky. Dragonite, yeah. And I was like, this is super cool that you're doing this. Why the fuck are we doing this? You know what I mean? But yeah. But I looked at like a bunch of different ones, and there was one with the LCD screen. There was one that had the a scroll wheel built into it. There's one that had. Oh my god! I actually want to show Radio this one. I'm glad that I remembered. Yeah, even the dude who was using it to game was like, I can feel something wrong with the responsiveness. You know, if you're ever having an issue like that again, let me know. There's a driver called Open Tablet Driver, which is predominantly used by us OSU people, but the software behind it is very intuitive. It usually has a bunch of different tablets that it can work with, and it cures quite a few problems that you might have. Nothing's perfect though. I mean, so Radio, I want you to check out that link and then use your mouse to hover over the small rectangle next to the tablet. Tell me when you see that stupid shit. Yeah, yeah. And like, okay, here we go. This is, I can just copy this image. Actually, it's cool. This one is relatively. You know what? I can. Why am I being so dumb? I was. Yeah, that I just posted like the yeah. What the fuck? Like I was going. Don't get me wrong. This tablet, I think, is on like 231 on Amazon, and it's obviously got like a little deal going on here. And I was like, it's got a nice size. I get two styluses, and the two styluses differ because the buttons on the stylus aren't connected, which is a problem that I'm having right now of like trying to press different ones without pressing the other. And then I saw that controller and I was like, what? And it was like customizable hotkeys and five different sets and four additional customizable. I was like, brother, I don't even know how I'm gonna use that, and I'm gaming with it. So like, ooh,